So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be breaking down exactly how my day played out and the key lessons that made today a really productive day. Now, today was one of those sessions where my focus paid off big time. I did trade with complete discipline, and I did stay only trading valid setups. And the result of those valid setups was also amplified by cutting my losers quickly and re-entering only when the signals lined up. Now, I did keep my wrists tight and I let the system work. The outcome, well, you can see it on the screen right now. These are my trades on NASDAQ. So that's today. These and these, so clean wins. But we're not going to go over that yet. There's still a lot to go over for the actual video. Before we get into that, I'd like to bring this on the screen, which is my daily report card. So let me just make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. So this is my daily report card. This is something that I fill up every single day. Now, let's dissect it in a nutshell, and we're going to start from the bottom. The easiest big money trades today for me were NASDAQ. I'm going to cover them in detail, and I'm going to show you why I've taken those trades and how you can learn from this too, so you can actually find these kind of setups yourself. On the overview side, productive day, trading felt super smooth and stress-free. I am super tired. I'm using fumes of energy to do this video right now, but I'm tired in a good way because progress was real. So the changes going forward, I'm going to skip and I'm going to go over what I learned today. Closing failed signals, you're going to see that on gold, is insanely critical, and it's something that has been a goal for me for a while. If you go up to goal for the day, you're going to notice that I want to take only valid signals. If the trade fails, close it instantly and get back if the signal comes again. So I've been doing that yesterday. Today I did it much better, but closing those failed trades is unlocking a level I've never felt before in terms of risk reward. And the energy diagram mindset, I released a video about this on YouTube. Focus over distraction. That stuff just kept me on track. I actually put a picture of it right there. So as I'm looking at my trading station, I have 4 screens, so one of them is just designated for trading. I see it right there. So energy and then straight arrow. In any case, it's time to cover my day. So as you can see, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. session, I didn't trade, and I'm not going to trade the 8 p.m. too. So this is it. I traded just this. I didn't update my P&L, but it's sitting at 7,927. One sec, let's do the calculation. Yeah, 7,927. A good day. But anyway, let's go over the trades. So we kick off the morning session, which is this green box. So that's 8 o'clock in the morning until midday, 12 p.m. You can see that at the bottom. And what we do here is quite important because yesterday during the FOMC, right before the meeting ended, NASDAQ did this. And it gave me this support and resistance level, which I mapped in, and I said, okay, that's where the buyers, that's where the sellers are. And the market was, it was going, it was up all day. Let me move my camera out of the way. So the market, it was just going up. And I was looking at this because I woke up earlier and I was like, oh man, I'm going to miss this. Right before 8 a.m. Look at this. At 7:12, it just starts going down. And where does it come? It comes right to the VWAP. Now the problem here is that I missed this entry right there. So I had a clear-cut entry. I didn't miss it on gold though, so we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, thankfully the market comes back down. I get it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. I grabbed this thing a few times. I was ready to cut it if it came below this level here. So that was the price level. If it broke, I would get out. 100-point take profit. The funny thing is that this one here, the take profit was right there. And I was watching it and it never hit it. And then I said, you know what, it came out, let me get out. Then the 12 p.m. session comes on board, but I was very focused here. I made very good money. I was really happy. I was focused on recording videos. And then as the New York session opened, which is right here, I was looking at this market and I was just like, oh, like not feeling it. The thing that was really nice here though was a double bottom right VWAP. So I'm not sure how I didn't take a buy here, but if I did, I would have, well, closed it with a loss relatively quickly. The good thing is that here I did grab it nicely. We had a head and shoulders at the VWAP again. The market moved up, hit my take profits, and I was just like, you know what, I'm done. There's no need to trade further. So yeah, morning session 8 to 12. NASDAQ delivered a textbook entry. Easy trading session coming off the FOMC. It was super easy. I graded the performance 10 out of 10 here. So I'll take you there real quick. That's that. The midday session was more on gold, which you're going to see soon. I executed both the upside and the downside moves with confidence. Exposure was managed pretty well, and my sizing throughout the day, you can see here, I'm listing it at 5 out of 10 because I didn't really size up. I'm not sizing up yet. I'm keeping my size good, but it is generating me a pretty good P&L, even though you guys don't see it there. You do see the actual trades. Okay, let me take you over to gold. And before I do that, I'd just like to go over the changes going forward. It's time to increase size. That's one of the things I dot down here. So right there, changes from today. Time to increase size. Smaller risk per trade allows me to scale up. So that's what I've been doing with, if the trade is failing, I'm closing it sooner, has been helping me a lot. And obviously execution is starting to feel effortless when risk is so minimized and focus is maximized. So those are the changes going forward. And before I let you go, let me take you over to the gold chart and we'll go over that too. Now, when it comes to gold, gold was pretty interesting for the following reason. I have two main levels and then I have an intermediary level. The intermediary level is the blue one. That's the 50% of the two main levels. The two main levels are the most important. So if we look at the higher time frames, we would notice that we're coming from the main level support on gold. So we've never really hit the resistance. Hence why I was also ready to be buying this. And I did take a trade here early in the morning. I took another one here, VWAP support. They're not flawless trades, but they were pretty good for me. They both hit take profit. This is where the interesting part was that happened. So price action forms this peak right there, right in this area here, and you can see the green box is higher than the blue one. We come back down, and each time I kept getting into the market, I was almost instantaneously in a profit, but I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades. Then this happens. So we come here and very quickly go away with nice volume. So I say to myself, okay, there's some sellers right there. And then I get in, and all of those trades end up hitting a take profit. I was too far away. I didn't want to lower the DC. I have it at 60. It gives me really quality entries. I was really tired. Even though this doesn't seem like a lot, that's 1,500 points times 3. That's $1.5 thousand times 3. You know, I sized up here. I could have gotten more. I could have trailed this. There was many ways to do this. But think about it like this. Did I make a profit? I did. So my big takeaway from this is when I closed losers quickly and stayed committed to focus, everything clicked. NASDAQ, gold, they offered excellent opportunities today, but it was the process that made the results possible. So keep working, trade your systems, whatever they may be, but focus on the process, and you're going to make it. That's it for me in this one. I'll see you guys in the next one.